Hello, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Teal, and today's topic of discussion is going to be things you can change right now to help your photos look more professional. The first thing I want to talk about is crooked horizons. This is definitely a pet peeve of a lot of professional photographers. There's a lot of photographers out there who find it artistic to lean a photo. This is not artistic, it's not cute. It's a line that's supposed to be straight in your photo and you put it crooked either on purpose or on accident and you leave it. You can absolutely fix that. There's little tools in Lightroom that can just, adjust your photos, but crooked horizons definitely became a thing. Some people do them on purpose. It doesn't look professional. It looks like people are falling off of the earth. It's definitely something that seems to be on a more amateur level. I don't know any photographers who are professionals that do this. It seems a little strange to me, but it's a thing. You can absolutely make a photo look better just by fixing the horizon. So I recommend not doing it if you want your photos to look more professional. It's that easy. The second one that I want to talk about is editing. It's a very broad statement, but specifically color toning and over editing. A lot of people when they start, they over edit, maybe smoothing the skin too much or making weird colors pop. Neon green grass is always a fun one. Different color toning on your photos, such as desaturating things to almost black and white, but not quite. Selective color is a huge one that looks very amateur. An example of that would be a bride holding a bouquet of flowers and everything in the photo except the flowers are black and white, maybe red roses, and then the rest of the photo is black and white. That kind of became popular. I think it became popular like somewhere in the 90s and everybody stuck with it. It doesn't look professional. It's very, very dated. I still get requests for it, and will I do it for a client? Yes, but I will do it for them and I will give it to them and I will tell them, don't ever tell anybody I did that for you. Over editing is also a problem. Adding like a color tone, blue hues, trying to make things look cinematic. It's just not, it doesn't look professional. If you look through a professional photographer's portfolio, you will see lots of vibrant, true colors. Nothing's desaturated, nothing's edited crazy, like over edited skin. Just kind of tone it down. I noticed another one that beginners like to do is they notice that eyes are fun to edit, so over editing eyes and making that the focus of the photo, and really sometimes that's all that gets edited is the eyes. It just looks very amateur. I don't think it gives the look that they're wanting in those photos, and it does look very amateur. The next one is taking sharper photos. The best way to do that I have found is to get a better lens. Kit lenses are the lenses that come on your camera when you buy it. These lenses are not known to be the sharpest of lenses. I think everything that I took with my original lens, I can look back on, and even though the settings would be amazing, there's just something not right with these lenses. They are not meant to take a good sharp photo. They're not meant for professional photos. It's just not something that you can really get, I don't think, with a kit lens. So to fix that, you don't need to go out and spend $500, $600, $1,000. You don't have to spend a lot on lenses. You can get really great prime lenses for, I think Canon has a 50mm 1.8 that runs right around $100. And I'm not a Nikon shooter, but I'm sure that they have something equivalent. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but that one thing, just changing your lens and not using a kit lens, will make your photos just look that much more professional. The next one that kind of still goes off of sharper photos is shutter speed, but it deserves its own category because shutter speed is key. Even if you are using a better lens and your shutter speed is low, you are absolutely going to get a terrible photo. My rule of thumb, and what I tell everybody that I mentor, is do not ever shoot under 1/250. There is a rule technically that you are not supposed to go under double the focal length of your lens. So for example, if you're shooting with a 100mm lens, you are not supposed to go under 1/200 for your shutter speed. It's a good rule, but a lot of people shoot wider now. So let's say a 35mm lens, That lens you're gonna be able to shoot at 70, so 1/70 in my opinion is still going to give you a blurry photo. So my rule of thumb, what I tell people when they ask me is 1/250 will be good for just about everything. I rarely let my camera go under 1/250 just because that seems to be the sweet spot. Anything lower, if a kid runs or if the wind picks up, then you're gonna get a little bit of blur. Just kind of like a rule of thumb. So if your photos seem to be kind of blurry and they're just not as sharp as you want, definitely check your shutter speed. That seems to be a big deal for a lot of people. It seems to be something that people forget about. The last thing that I think everybody should work on to get more professional looking photos is your lighting. Lighting is key for photographs. Lighting things correctly, not overexposing, not underexposing, not shooting at noon. Golden hour is always an option, and even golden hour, so if you go, like let's say the sun sets at 7:30, so you go and you start shooting at 6:30, honestly even at 6:30 the light is still really harsh. It's not always ideal, so still finding open shade, paying attention to how light is hitting your subjects. This goes inside and outside also. If you are inside and you're trying to use maybe a window or any kind of external lighting, whether it's constant lighting or a flash, just being aware of shadows and how light is hitting people can definitely make a difference on how your photos look. It looks very amateur to take a photo of somebody and then on the wall behind them is their shadow. It doesn't look professional. It looks very snapshotty. I definitely don't think that I have to go into a whole lighting workshop or class. It's really just all about paying attention to where your lighting. Is the light flattering? Are you getting weird shadows? Is everything crazy blown out because you're taking pictures at noon? Lighting makes a photograph. If you can't nail lighting or learning how to work with light or look for light that you want to use, then you are really going to struggle. All right, let's recap. The first one was crooked horizons. Just straighten those horizons, guys. It's gonna make a huge, like a world of difference. Number 2, over editing. Just don't over edit. Don't put things in weird colors. Don't take the colors out of things. Just don't over edit. Be very gentle with your editing. Less is more. Number 3, use a better lens. I like a prime lens with a low aperture. 4, shutter speed. Motion blur is a killer. It could be an amazing photo and you cannot fix motion blur in post, so just up your shutter speed. My tip was 1/250 seems to be the lowest that I will go, and I don't ever really have a problem with motion blur. And the last one was lighting. Look into lighting, pay attention to lighting. If you really don't feel comfortable in lots of lighting situations, just practice. It just takes practice. Pay attention to where the light's hitting people and you're golden. All right, I hope that these tips helped you. If I can just help one person feel a little more confident in their photographs, then that's amazing. If there's any more that you can think of, please share them in the comments. I really just wanted to make this video really quick, short and sweet. So if there's anybody out there who just wasn't getting the professional photos that they wanted, I hope these tips help you. As always, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you can see my future videos. See ya! Check.